FoxJet manufactures marking and coding equipment for the industrial marketplace. Our people have the vision to anticipate customers' challenges and the ability to develop product solutions to meet them. We design, develop, and distribute innovative printhead technologies that deliver crisp logos and graphics, clear dark text, and readable barcodes onto a variety of surfaces. Our industrial high-resolution printers are built for performance and reliability, offering up to a 4-inch high print area of text, graphics, and barcodes. A choice of printhead controllers allows for flexible user interface and integration, which can save money and eliminate downtime. The Link Series small character inkjet printers feature fast, easy-to-use, non-contact printing of messages on just about any surface. Its unique design eliminates nearly all of the daily maintenance needed by other continuous inkjet printing systems. FoxJet's drive for better solutions led to the development of its all-electric print and apply labeling systems that maximize uptime, are built for reliability and cost savings. The Solo Series thermal inkjet printers from FoxJet feature many printing capabilities, including up to 10 lines of alphanumerics, as well as logos and barcodes. The enclosed printhead design of the Solo Series printers makes them truly durable. FoxJet's VX Series printheads for dot matrix marking and coding allow for 1/2 inch to 2 inch in print height. A wide array of built-in printing codes and ink types allow end users to quickly create messages for printing on any substrate. Our products are built for tough conditions. They are field repaired when needed, providing the lowest total cost of ownership. Engineered with technologies so advanced, FoxJet printers were the first approved by Walmart for printing directly onto boxes and trays by suppliers. Same-day service and repairs are not uncommon. Through FoxJet's distribution network, which spans international, national, regional, and local markets, it's easy to access our broad network and ultimately increase your bottom line. With our extensive product portfolio, global distribution network, and vision, FoxJet continues to deliver new and essential marking and coding products to meet the demanding challenges of the industry.
Hi and welcome. My name is Greg Chatteranek. I'm a FoxJet Regional Sales Manager. And with me today is FoxJet's Label Application Engineer, Brad Roush. Together, we're going to tell you about the 3 benefits of using an all-electric labeler. One is the fact that you have consistent and accurate label placement. 2 is that it's easy to use. It's a trouble-free kind of operation. And lastly, your 3rd benefit is that there's lower maintenance cost, but you have an uptime reliability because you're not relying on those pneumatics. Before we get into any kind of demo or I let Brad tell you more about it, let me tell you a little bit about the history of how Foxcheck got into labeling equipment. You may know us more as an inkjet company, our high-resolution inkjet printheads. Well, as the demands of the market changed, we also noticed that there were some things that require a label that couldn't be done with inkjet. So what were we going to do different? Well, we looked at the labeling equipment that was currently out on the field and realized that we can be different with our labeling equipment and simply just take the air out of it, eliminate the pneumatics, and be an all-electric labeler. So Brad, why don't you show them some of the features of an all-electric labeler?
Absolutely. Thanks, Greg. Here we have our LS7100 applicator fitted with an E-tamp actuator, which is our most common actuator that we sell. In order to get the air out of the system, we had to replace our air assist tube with our air assist fan. Again, all electric fan. Air assist tubes have a tendency to require high maintenance. That air assist fan assists in transferring the label from the liner onto our tamp pad. Once it's on the tamp pad, we have to hold that in place with a vacuum. What we do is we have a vacuum fan that's mounted directly to the tamp pad. This replaces the need for a venturi system, which can get clogged in a dusty, dirty environment. The other advantage that we have is that we can accommodate multiple label size on a single tamp pad, eliminating the need to change out your tamp pad for a different label size. Lastly, we went to a brushless DC servo motor in order to actuate the motion of our actuator. Next, I want to talk about our smart sensors. There's two sensors on our tamp pad. There's a label presence sensor and an auto retract sensor. Why are these sensors important? Well, let's put our system online, and you hear a label get fed out onto the pad. Now that label presence sensor will tell me if that label gets removed from the pad, and it will flag an error if it was removed from the pad and there was no product going by. That way, I can ensure that 1-to-1 label to product ratio. Let me go ahead and clear this error. Another common error that is had in the industry is that the product detect sensor is triggered, the actuator goes out, arm comes back, and that label is still on the pad. Here we flag that error again indicating that an operator needs to come and see what the issue might be.
Brad, those are some great features, and I can see where having that on there makes the ease of operation for someone using a labeler to use it accurately and applying that consistency and that accuracy in label placement. Brad mentioned a number of sensors, and they're all electric. Brad, I'm wondering, can we show off how some of these sensors work? Because one of them is an auto retract sensor that will automatically detect the height of the box and apply the label accurately based on it.
Here's your cane, Greg. So I've got two different sized boxes here. This first one is quite a bit shorter. You'll see the actuator come out, apply the label with the right amount of force to that box. Now I'm going to put a much taller box on here. And you'll see the actuator come out, apply that label with the same amount of force. No adjustments needed.
You know, we don't just do print and apply label applicators. FoxJet took this all-electric concept and also do it for those of you that have pre-printed labels that you need to apply as well. And we do that with our LS7000 label applicator. Brad, why don't you show them a little bit about that as well?
Absolutely. Our LS7000 is fitted with a 7-inch touchscreen display, as are all of our applicators. It's easy to use, easy to operate, fast response time. Web path is very simple, making label changes very fast. We can accommodate up to a 9-inch wide label, 14-inch diameter label supply roll. Our gap sensor can detect if a label is missing from that supply roll. We can also accommodate odd-shaped labels such as round or diamond-shaped. Lastly, we can achieve speeds up to 300 feet per minute.
You know, we can print and apply a label. We can even just apply the label for you. But you know what? We can do it in several different methods as well. We can do a corner wrap label. We can do a label that applies maybe two labels, one to the front and one to the side, or even one to the side and one to the rear. But let's take a look at those palette applications as well.
So here's our FOSSA arm applicator. This is a 20-inch FOSSA arm designed to apply labels to the front of a pallet. You can see how we can hold that arm out in place for a given amount of time thanks to our DC servo motors. We offer a variety of different arm lengths to meet your application, whether it be a box application where we're needing to apply a label to the front, the side, or the back of your panel.
So remember, put your questions down in that chat box that you see down at the bottom, and we'll be sure to answer those. But before you go, or before we do, why don't you take a look at this short animation just to reinforce some of the things we talked to you about in regards to FoxJet's labeling systems that are all electric, No air required. Okay, now we're back with some questions and answers. You've been doing a great job of typing in your questions for us, so now we'd like to take this opportunity to answer those questions. Can I save label messages on the labeler? How is a label selected?
Well, Greg, the simple answer to the first part of that question is yes, we can save formats to our applicator. That's done by an internal SD card that we have on our applicator. We can also transfer formats to our applicator by putting in a USB thumb drive to the back of it and transferring formats that way. Second part of the question, yes, we can select formats to print from our applicator. On our home screen, we simply press on our label button, which allows us to recall those formats.
Wow, you know, that makes operation of it extremely easy by using that touch screen. And I like the fact that when you use an SD card or a USB drive, the number of messages you can store are only limited by the size of that card.
Correct, Greg. Today we're putting in an 8 gig SD card, which allows us to store thousands of formats.
That's great. Where are the FoxJet labelers made? They're made here in the US of A in St. Charles, Missouri, which is a suburb just outside of St. Louis. What makes of print engines are available on FoxJet equipment?
Greg, we use both Zebra and Sato print engines on our applicators. On this particular unit over here, we have our Zebra ZE500 printer. And on this applicator over here, we have the Sato S84 EX printer.
And you know, that goes without saying that they're available for either narrow web or wide web applications, as well as having RFID options available for it. Now, this next question is more about a situation, Brad. They said that their labeler is going to be located within a caged area near my stretch wrapper. How can I access it?
Well, Greg, we have a handheld controller. And I happen to have one on this system over here. It allows us to take control of that display that's on the base plate. Simple click of a button, and I now have control of that screen, and every command that you could do there, I can now do here.
And how far away can I be from that labeler with that handheld?
This is a 6-foot umbilical, and it's really just limited by the length of the power cable that we have associated with it. Otherwise, it's all Ethernet communication.
That's great, Brad. Thank you. We also want to thank you for your questions. Keep those questions coming, and we'll be getting you answers to all of those questions. Also, too, we're thankful that you joined us for these live virtual demos. We have another one tomorrow on Lynx printers, a small character CIJ printer, and we hope you join us for that as well.